Hey everybody, this is Mike from Reno Propulsion Labs. So this is my initial unboxing and first impressions on the tilt board. So far, I've been riding this thing for about 2 weeks. I can say it's one of the most fun things that I've ridden as far as personal electric vehicles go. It's just been an absolute blast. So I was sent this board directly from TLTBoard. They sent it out to me as a testing board. It was used, and it's definitely not the finished product. It does have a couple of fit and finish issues, but overall the board feels really solid. It's put together well. I've had no issues at all with functionality. Some of my first impressions, this thing is just super solid. It's solid at high speed. I've gotten it real close to its max at 35 miles per hour and haven't felt any speed wobbles or anything like that I'm used to feeling on Onewheels and electric unicycles. I've taken it in all kinds of terrain: sand, snow, dirt, grass, and obviously on pavement, and it just feels solid. The fact you got 3 wheels instead of 1 touching the ground is just a game changer. I have been just thrilled riding this thing. I do plan on posting a complete review up here in the next week or so. The following is just going to be the unboxing, and I'll kind of go over parts of the board, what I've seen taking it apart. A couple things I'd like to note. I messed up a little bit during the assembly. There is another one of the elastic bands that I missed on the front that I did not install. I will go over that in the full review. And there was a bumper that was attached to the front that was there just for shipping. And I realized that that was not a part of the board and removed it before I took it out and started testing it. But anyways, just stay tuned. I'll go over the unboxing and kind of show off parts of the board. And thank you for watching.
Hi everybody, this is Mike from Reno Propulsion Labs. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the tilt wheel, or TLT wheel. This guy just showed up today from overseas. So let's tear into it and see what we've got. We're doing this indoors today because it's cold out. There's snow in the forecast. I may or may not get out to ride it today. But by the time this video comes out, I'm sure that I'll have a little bit of wheel time and kind of let you know what it's like once we get it open. So got my scissors here. We will see. Like I said, this thing did ship from overseas, so there's probably going to be a lot of packaging material to take off of it, and I'm going to throw it on the ground right behind me as I do it. So let's get this guy open. I have never been good at opening up any type of cardboard boxes, but the bigger they are, the more trouble I have with them. All right. So again, this is a wheel they sent me for testing, so not going to be surprised if there's a little bit of use or wear on it. So there's a little protective piece of cardboard up there at the top. And there it is definitely used. So let's see what we have in here. See, I already put down my scissors. That side's already open. I'm going to guess this is either the battery or the charger. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be your charger. So it comes supplied with a standard charger with what looks like XT90 connector on the end of it. Let's see if it tells me the amps on here anywhere. Oh, there it is. So 84 volt output with 10 amp charge. So this should charge pretty quick. I was going to say, I think most one-wheel batteries are right around the 5 amp area. Don't quote me on that. And it looks like the rest of the wheel is pretty much just sitting in here. So I wasn't sure if there was going to be assembly or anything like that, but it's looking like that might not be the case. There's definitely going to be a little bit. So I'm going to move this guy down to the ground. Okay, there is going to be a little bit of assembly required. So these are the one of the front wheels here. A little bit of grease on there, which is good. Help prevent rust, make it turn a little bit more smoothly. And this is going to be the other front wheel right there. And let's get these moved forward and up. And we'll see if there's any instructions in here on how to put it together, but so far it doesn't look very difficult. All right, and here is the rest of the wheel. So it looks like it comes with a little wrench, which is convenient. Another little wrench there, and some elastic bands. It's my understanding this is part of the suspension. I'm not sure. We will find out shortly. And it looks like that with the box. The box is empty. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this to see if I can figure out how to get it together. It looks pretty straightforward. So here's some more rubber bands on there. So first, let's take a look at what we've got here. So you've got a front board with grip tape on it. There's some zip ties that are holding this here. There's some, looks like some homemade welding, some homemade welds on there. You've got a rear board here with some more grip tape on it. This is where your back wheel would rest. And some more zip ties holding this part down. So I do know this part here is your brake and your throttle. There's another one of these guys. So let's see. We're going to pop this zip tie off back here in the back. And then that is going to, pretty sure that pretty much just stays in place like that. So the whole board kind of sits up here like this. All right, I am not 100% sure on this. I am going to pull my phone down, do a little bit of research, and see if I can figure out exactly how to get this thing together. So hang tight. All right, so I think I got it figured out here. So this guy was coiled up here on the front. Again, I believe this is somehow a part of the suspension system. So I have removed that piece. I was able to swing this guy around here, and it looks like these fellows just slide right in like so. And then these tie rods, I believe, attach back here. So we are going to get those guys in like that. That's kind of starting to look like what you see in the videos. And then I'm going to try to flip this thing over. And then once I get it flipped over, we will give a shot at installing those tie rods there. Okay, I'm going to bring you over on this side because I think it's going to be easier for everyone to get these tie rods installed. So I'm going to use the included wrenches and pop this guy off here. And you can't tell from any of the photos where exactly that guy goes, but I'm assuming we just pop in like that. Get this guy tightened down. I'm going to do this with the included tools and not my own tools because it's only a couple of bolts and it's what you are definitely going to have at home. And I'm too lazy to go out in the garage and get mine out because, like I said, it's only going to be a couple of bolts. So we'll get that guy tied down there. And I'm going to flip it over a little bit more. No, I'm not. I am going to go ahead and pause the video a hair longer so I can get that side flipped up and mounted. All right, we are rotated around. Let's get this guy installed here on this end. That's on there basically finger tight. And then let's see here. That looks like it is far too off. Oh, I know what's going on. We gotta move this. See if we can set it up and do it. Whew. Ha, we're in. All right, now let's get our nut on there. Washer and nut. Again, I'm really not sure if that's where that washer is supposed to go or not, but it seems to be working. And we'll get that tightened down there a little bit. I will probably pull these guys back off and put some Loctite on them. Just to save the trouble here. So again, this is, I think we're good. All right, so as you can see, it has a little bit of range of motion this way and that way, left and right. Your front foot goes up here, your rear foot goes in the back. You got your XT90 connector, and this looks like a volt gauge. Like I said, this is a used model. So give me 1 second and get you set back up here, and we will kind of go over it and see what all we can see. All right, before we're done here, let's see if we can get this fella attached back up here. So basically what it looks like they had done was kind of, you know, when you tighten up a rubber band as a kid and you just keep looping it until it gets real tight. That's kind of what they did going on here. So I'm going to loop it once. All right, I ended up using the wrench to kind of help move that around. All right, so let's do a quick walk around here and see what all we've got. Sorry, you're in my hand now, so you're going to be a little bit loose or a little bit shaky. So let's move this guy to the side so we get a better view of it. So back here, you've got the motor, the hub motor. I don't see any capacity written, at least not on this side. It's got a Kenda tire. Let's see if I can. Looks like a 8-inch wheel, 3 inches wide. So about the size of like an e-bike tire. Then up front here, you got some 3-inch wide by 4-inch. So again, that's your rim size. So it's 8-inch hub motor, 4-inch rim up front, 3-inch wide tires. Again, a lot of this is held together using these big rubber hoses. They seem very durable, so I'm not too concerned with them. Then you've got this guy here, which is your throttle. So we will see how that goes once I get it up and I am standing on it. This one does not have any type of grip tape or grip or anything on the handle, which is a little bit strange, but should be fine. And it does look like the brake needs to be adjusted. So that's going to be just like a regular bicycle brake. I'll just need to adjust it. In fact, I'm not sure what brand that is. I'm not that good at bike parts. So then we've got some metal fenders here. And then if you keep coming around, sorry, I've got all my equipment set up here. You've got, obviously this is the battery. I'm assuming this is going to be a 84 volt battery pack due to the 84 volt charger. I'm going to double check that before I get it plugged in. And then up underneath here, you can see the wiring. And then let's bring it back around again. Really should have grabbed my gimbal for this. But you've got your electronic speed controller right there at the bottom. Looks like looks like it's proprietary. It says TLTBoard on it. So we will get this thing tested and see what happens. It's the TLTBoard. All right, so we're going to go ahead and test this battery. I just want to confirm the voltage on it before I go plug anything into it. So And it looks like we're sitting at 71.9 volts. So we are definitely a little bit lower capacity, but it's an 84 volt battery. This thing, so on their website, they advertise this having I believe it's a 48 volt battery. And this is, I mean, this is the same size as your Onewheel GT, so it should definitely have some get up and go to it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing down, clean this area up before my wife comes downstairs and yells at me, and we will see if we can get it turned on, charged up a little bit, and take it for a little test ride if it's not snowing out. All right, so it's plugged in, it's charging, it should be ready to go here shortly. I don't know how long it's going to take to charge up. I don't know where exactly the percentage is at right now. It's reading around 71 volts. Should max out at 84 volts. So I'm thinking probably a few hours, but we'll let it charge up, kind of see how the weather treats us today, see if we can get out and ride. I did want to give a shout out to the Float Life. If you order anything from the Float Life, you can use coupon code Renowheel. That's RENOWHEEL, or use the link in the description. And you get 5% off your purchase. It's a great deal from the Float Life. I'm also going to have a link to this down in the description. You go to TLTBoard.com. So that's T like Tom, L like Larry, T like Tom.com, and you can order a tilt board for yourself. I'll have a link down in the description. We'll kind of go over the pricing models and all that stuff too after I have fully tested it. And then, of course, you can always order one of our t-shirts off our website. This is one of my custom designs. It's Darth Vader for those Vesk riders out there. Just go to renopropulsionlabs.com and you can order this t-shirt along with a bunch of other designs online. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, so we got the brake figured out finally. That was a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. It's charged up and ready to go. It's at 78 volts right now, so we'll see. So the way you are supposed to mount this thing, you're supposed to get your left foot in the front and push down, and you're supported by all three wheels at that point. Then you bring your other foot back to the right, and then you give it a little bit of gas, and it starts going. So this is probably going to take me a little bit of time to figure this guy out. So once I get a little bit more comfortable with it, I will probably have the camera going for the blooper reel. But once I get more comfortable with it, we'll let you know how it rides.